Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here. This is episode 73 of my TTM returns. Happy Thursday. I got in 9 successes for 22 autographs today, bring me to 1,199 on the year, hitting a bunch of different collections with the returns today. So first one is an NHL return coming back from Canada. This guy played over 1,000 games in the NHL as a defenseman and returned 3 of 3 signed in blue. Got back Todd Gill. Got him on the 90-91 Pro Set. On a 96. 96 Don Russ. And rather appropriately, he played for the San Jose Sharks. And then last one here is a 1998 Pacific when he was with the Blues. So very long, nice career there. Those came out great in blue. As you can see, I counted the 91 Pro set that I have for the NHL cards. I still have a couple more sets I got to go through and count, but already over 30% on that one. Then we got a NFL return. This is coming back from a former longtime linebacker, signing 2 of 2. Got back Mike Wiltshire. Signed these in pen. Got a 90 Fleer and a 90 score from him. Then we have a couple of spring training returns. This first one is coming back from this year's spring training. The other one was when I sent some stuff out, I believe it was last year or the year before. Pretty sure it was last year. But first one here is on a couple of cards. This is coming back from Arizona Diamondbacks catcher Dalton Varshall. So he signed 2 of 2, including this 21 Topps. He's got a very nice signature. And then at the last minute, I was able to find this Panini Select from 2021. I think it's just the standard prism refraction variation. Couldn't find the regular base card for the life of me. But still really glad to get those. Those came out great. Honestly, pretty surprised to get them. He is the son of former MLB player Gary Varshall. So really cool to add that to the collection. Then it took me a while to figure out who this guy was because I didn't have anything saved as far as when I sent this out. So that's why I kind of have to guess on the when I sent it for spring training. Looks like he's no longer in the MLB, but he signed 2 of 2. This is coming back from pitcher Kyle Keller. Sent to him when he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates on their spring training roster. Was hoping that he would make the cut. Finally got those back. He had played with the Marlins and the Angels before that. Then we have a NFL draft prospect coming just a couple weeks before the draft is to commence. Didn't think I'd see these ones coming back. But this is 2 of 2 success coming from tight end Charlie Kohler. Or Kohler, I've heard both. Former Iowa State tight end. He's projected to go somewhere in the 3rd to 5th round. He was an excellent target for Brock Purdy in that Iowa State offense for the past 4 years. And big red zone threat, great size, pretty decent speed, good hands. So whatever team gets him, they're getting a pretty good player. And hopefully they're able to get him implemented in whatever system he goes into. I'd like to see him do well. Was really, really hoping to get that one back. So glad it finally arrived. Then we have an Nhl General Manager. He was appointed to his position in January of this year. He's a first-time GM. He's a former player agent. He also has a son that is going to be eligible for this year's draft. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe they'll take him, maybe not. But this is 2 of 2 success coming from the new Canadian general manager, Kent Hughes. So he has no previous NHL executive experience as far as I know. Mainly just a player agent, which isn't uncommon for player agents to become general managers. But usually they have some sort of executive career in between. Kind of like, I think Kyle Dubas for the Maple Leafs used to be an agent then became the GM for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds of the Canadian Hockey League, and then eventually worked his way up to being the Maple Leafs GM. So kind of a weird hire, but we'll see how he does, especially when it comes to drafting. Then we've got a college baseball head coach. This is a 2 of 2 return coming from Ball State head coach Rich Maloney. So this is his second stint as the Ball State head coach. He had coached Michigan for some time as well. So some really nice inscriptions there. Then we have a former college softball head coach. She is a member of the NFCA Hall of Fame, has one of the all-time best winning percentage records, over 800, and I think she had like 800 wins, 17 College World Series appearances, if I counted it correctly, and 6 championships as a head coach, but 11 total championships of being part of UCLA. So this is a 2 of 2 success coming back from Sue Enquist. So she wrote on there 11-time champs. She was a player during their first softball NCAA championship, became an assistant coach right after, and then was later co-head coach and then the sole head coach for the team for some time. So 11 total championships to her name. Absolute legend in softball. So really glad to add her. What is kind of weird with softball compared to baseball from what I've seen so far is that there are a number of cases where coaches are co-head coaches. And so, they might be like a passing of the torch, or, 2 people that are really close and, they want to coach together and everything. So they end up sharing the records and all that. So it can make it a little bit harder to find, exactly what one person did versus the other. But I was able to figure out enough information from UCLA's website to figure out what all she accomplished. So really, really glad to add her. Last one here is Nhra Return. I sent some hero cards that I've collected over the years of this guy. I've always found his trailer, but I've never found the person. When trying to get them signed, I would bring them every time I went. I don't believe he is driving anymore, or he's part-time driver now, but he's a team owner, and it's for Top Alcohol Dragster, which is kind of like the lower series of NHRA. So it's very, very difficult to find anything for them. But I was able to find a home address, wrote to him, let him know, I've been looking for him for years, can never find him, and got back 5 of 4 from Dwayne Shields. So he included an extra one of these hero cards, which was the one I grabbed last year, I think, or last time I went to the drag races. And then, so I now have 2 of those. Then he signed 3 others that I had from my collection from over the years. So really, really glad to finally add him. Like I said, I could never find him at the races. He seems like a really cool guy. Definitely love those Peak hero cards that they've made. Him and a few other drivers were sponsored by Peak at the same time, and they all had some really awesome looking hero cards there. So let me know what you guys think. Greatly appreciate you guys watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.